Hi there, and welcome to TopSolid. In this video, we're going to take a look at reverse engineering from an STL model. So I'm going to start by just converting my STL document. And here, I'm going to bring it in as what we call a faceted shape. And I'll give it some kind of tolerance during that import as well. What a faceted shape is kind of a hybrid between a real solid model and an STL model. Here you can still see it still has all of the ugly facets, but we have started to recognize some faces and some edges for you, just to speed things up, okay? So what I'm going to start with is building a sketch. I'm going to go ahead and activate a sketch, and I'm going to use Silhouette to begin with. I'll select my part, and like that, TopSolid gives me the silhouette of the profile, or of the part, excuse me. And now from here, I'm going to go ahead and turn off that part for the moment so we can just focus on here. And I'm going to build another sketch on top of this one. And here I'm going to project it. And I'm going to kind of explain why I'm doing this. The main reason is I want to be able to start simplifying my sketch, and I find it easier to do it this way. So I've effectively made a copy of that, right? And if we look at this, you can see because of the STL model, everything's brought in as a bunch of garbagey segments because that's the nature of an STL, okay? And so when we find the silhouette, we still map out those same garbagey segments. But what I'm going to start by doing is trying to clean this up. So for example, right here, this is 2 segments. I want it to be 1 segment, okay? Over here, you see 2 segments as well. I want that to be 1 segment. I'm going to get rid of what looks like a corner radius at the same time. Now, in many softwares, maybe you select it, you hit delete, you stretch, you trim, you do all that kind of fun stuff. In TopSolid, I'm going to undo that. I'm going to select it. I'm going to let TopSolid do the heavy lifting for me. I'm going to choose a command called segment removing. And like that, it removed the garbage geometry and trimmed up and extended this geometry automatically. Now, I can go around and do this area by area. Okay, so maybe I want to get rid of that and that. Perfect. Maybe I want to get rid of this one here. Awesome. We'll come over to here, why not? And let's get rid of this. Let's go here, get rid of this. Now I'm just to speed things up, I'm going to show you I can control select a bunch of geometries at the same time and it will heal everything. If I zoom up here, you can see there's a little bit of a tiny fillet there. I'm going to simplify that back as well. I like getting rid of the tiny little fillets, even the bigger fillets if possible, just because I find it easier to manipulate and work on. Like that, I have most of the profile simplified. Now up here, I want to replace this with an arc. But I want to replace it with an arc based on the geometry that's present. So what I'm going to actually do is first ask the solution to turn all that into construction geometry. And what that just means is it converts it into kind of like a dash dot dash line. Modeling will ignore it, but we can use it to help guide the next arc. Okay? And there's a couple of different ways to build an arc. I'm going to show you one way on the top and another way on the bottom. Here I'm going to go to my contour mode, switch to tangent arc. I'm going to select that point there, and then this point here. And it's now made an arc tangent to both of those line segments. And if we zoom up, you can see it's basically passing directly through all of those segments. Down here, I'm going to do something similar. Okay, so I'm going to window select all of that, make it construction, but this time instead of using the contour method, I'm just going to go straight to arc. And I'm going to pick point 1, we'll zoom up over here, pick point 2, and now over here I'm just going to pick one of the points along there, and you can see it's now fit an arc to that geometry. Like that, I can now go ahead and extrude this and begin to recreate my shape, right? I can go turn on the original part. We could even snap to a point here, but this looks to be a 4-inch part, and it's just a dink demo part, so bear with me. We have the makings of our first piece of geometry. Okay? From there, I'm going to go modify the color of this and maybe the transparency level so that we can go ahead and put some more of these features in. Next, maybe I will work on another sketch, and this time it's going to be on this plane here. Maybe we'll flip that like so. And again, we're going to do something similar. as we did last time, I'm going to build a silhouette first of that profile. Okay. I'm then going to build a sketch on top of it, and again, I'm going to repeat my work here. Okay. So I'll build my sketch. I'm going to go to project. Perfect. I'm going to go turn off the sketch I don't need to see. I'm going to go turn off that shape as well. Hey, you know what? I'm going to get rid of that segment, this segment. I'm going to use rotative selection to get that chain of segments. I'm going to relate those 2 points to each other with a alignment. Okay. So now we're good there. And then again, I'm going to start simplifying things. So I'm going to come down to here. Oh, let's go here and get rid of all of that. Let's see, can I get rid of? Perfect. Zoom up this way a little bit, get rid of those segments. That looks nice. Control select those segments. Control select these segments. I'm going to start moving a little faster now just to show you the possibility that you have here. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. And I think we go segment removing. We're good. In this case now, I'm going to turn my 3D shape back on, and I'm going to go ahead and add my fillets back. Okay, so I'm going to guess maybe these are 20 thousandths radiuses. Let's look. Not quite. Let's go change that. How about 30 thousandths? That looks nice. So now I can go ahead and just apply that on the other corners. Oops, like that, 30. Cool. And down here, that looks bigger, and I'm going to take a guess. We'll say it's 1/4 of an inch. That looks nice. Perfect. And now let's go ahead and trim by profile. And I'm just going to trim my solid model by that profile. And now we're on our way, right? And then the modeling continues. So I can go here and I can start playing with a fillet. And clearly, I played with this before, but you could play here. 0.2, hit tab, that's not right. 0.4, no, that's not right. 0.5, that looks pretty good. Look at it from the top, that looks nice. Let's go ahead and grab that one and this one. Okay, and we're well on our way. And again, the whole idea here is just to show you how quickly you can recapture stuff from a scanned file or something within TopSolid to make a true solid model out of it in order to machine it. Now, you can also just machine the faceted shape. So you don't have to go through this work if your goal is just to machine the shape. But if you want to make a parametric model out of it so that you can then go and tweak it and make changes to it, by all means, go through steps similar to this and re-engineer your imported STL part. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.